Lemonade Stand. I'm Dion, and today we're going to talk about being the manager and being the youngest person on the team. So it can be really intimidating to step into the role of manager when you're also the youngest person on the team. Obviously that never happens to me now, but once upon a time it used to happen. Sometimes there's skepticism about the value that you can bring to the table, particularly when your team members have more institutional and technical knowledge than you do. So today I want to share with you some strategies in terms of how you can find your footing to be effective as a manager early in the game. First thing you need to remember is that you were hired as the manager. So unless you lied on your resume, the person or people who hired you know that you don't have institutional or technical knowledge. That's not why they hired you. Maybe sit down and talk to your manager and understand what the expectations are. Find out what success looks like. And if you're still at a loss in terms of the value that you would be able to add to the team, think back to all the amazing stories you shared during your interview about all the magic that you create at all the places that you worked. And there's probably some clues in there as to what value you can offer the team. And I'd suggest that you actually make some notes for yourself, just so on those days where you're feeling a little bit shaky and you need a boost of confidence, you can reference those notes to remind yourself of the value that you bring to the team. Next idea is don't trash talk the past. Possibly you were brought on board to improve the process efficiency of the team, but it's still not okay to say things like, I can't believe you guys do things like this. Like nobody does this anymore. There's no need to do that, as your team members are probably very professional, committed, loyal employees, and there's no need to get off on the wrong foot by making people feel undervalued or incompetent. You are where you are. There's only the path forward at this point in time, and your team are going to be part of that group that's going to help you to be successful in terms of transforming the process. Exercise curiosity. Get to know your team and really understand what it is that they do. So one really good strategy is to shadow team members, to really understand their day-to-day processes, what they do and why they do it. And this will help you in a few different ways. First thing is, it shows that you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. Second way it helps you is that you understand how long it takes things to get done. Like, does a particular activity take 2 weeks or does it take 2 days? You really need to understand it before you can put that into context. Understanding issues when they're raised to you. So when people tell you that reports used to arrive at 8 a.m. every morning and for the past 3 days they've been arriving at 12:30, you understand why everybody's freaking out. And last but not least, it allows you to be in a better position to make useful process recommendations, and your recommendations will also have a lot more credibility with the team. Another idea is to be open and to be assertive. So include your team in decision making, solicit their feedback, leverage their expertise. Now I realize that often, especially when you've been brought on board to introduce change, that somebody's feedback, some team members may really be lobbying you to keep things the way they were, right? So somebody's going to tell you that we've been doing it this way since 1985 and there's no way that we can change without really bad things happening. So this is where you need to be assertive. Remind them what the mandate is, whether it is cutting costs by 6%, branching into a new market, or replacing an existing application. Feedback is welcome as long as it also comes with constructive ideas about how we're going to achieve our goals. And anyways, in 1985, I used to ride my bicycle without a helmet, and I used to roll around in the trunk of my aunt's station wagon. So there are many things that we used to do in 1985 that we no longer do. So these are just a few strategies that I think you can employ to help you to get off on the right foot, stepping into that role as being a new manager and the youngest person on the team. Here at my Lemonade Stand, I share ideas on how we can be authentic, effective, and professional in our work lives, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, please subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. I post a new one every Thursday. My audiobook Thrive is now available on Audible, so please check it out. And finally, you can connect with me on my social media accounts. I look forward to seeing you here next time.